Hey everyone, it's Spicy Toast Game here. Hope you're having a great day. Hope this video can end up making it a little bit better for you. If you're enjoying our daily videos, a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated, and let's get into it. Alright, so next up we have the 5.5 Darius. This one is pretty general. Like, these aren't really pushing you in any direction. The long rest, yeah, it's going to be annoying, the units constantly having regen. And then the inevitability and deadly just means they are scaling up like crazy. So it will be pretty challenging. We are going to try to go for Diana. Diana is very, very good. So this will be a challenging encounter, and we are just a 3-star. But Diana is really good. We're using Chosen, Echoing, and Hidden Tome. We're trying to just play Diana and then drop a ton of her Pale Cascades. This is really nice because it shuffles the Diana in our deck and then it draws a card. So potentially we can just keep drawing these. We get great cost reduction with the Hidden Tome and Echoing. So we can pump out a ton of these. We get good scaling with the Faded and Augment. And then also Diana's star powers are pretty good because we're going to be able to get double attack. And then also be able to buff up our units. So it will be a pretty tough challenge, but we'll try to do it with Diana. And yeah, let's see how it goes. With the inevitability and deadly, if we don't end in the first turn or in our first or second attack, we're probably just going to get outscaled and lose. Overwhelm. So we're pretty much already going to get this from our Chosen. Rush them down is okay. Like, both of these would be fine. We're trying to get something just a little bit better. Inheritance, we hopefully aren't going to have anything die. Stabilize can be pretty good. Both Dianas will have their Echoing activated, so it's going to make all of our champion spells cost 2 less. So that'll be good. They'll both have good scaling. Now, the Ephemeral Diana won't be able to get the double attack off, so that's going to limit it a little bit, but overall it's still going to be worth grabbing. Let's pick that one up and go for Battlesmith. Let's get rid of both of these. We like having Diana, but we need to have a 1-drop that we can try to play. All right, we didn't get any, so now we're in a tough spot because we can drop Diana, but we won't get our Nightfall effect off. But if we drop something else, we're not going to have enough to play Diana. We got a little unlucky there. I think we'll have to try to play her. But yeah, not having that double attack is going to hurt us a lot. Oh, there it is. Now it showed up. Now let's actually try to use up some mana here. Alright, so we're starting to get her champion spell, which is nice. This is also going to level us, so it's going to refill our mana.
They tried to blind me with resplendence, but they could not break me.
So yeah, if we drew one of these two, we would have been totally fine as far as being able to end with our double attack. But this is kind of the great thing about the build, is you keep playing it, and then you just keep drawing more of them. And then also the thing with Diana is her effect when she's leveled is Nightfall. When you activate another Nightfall, give me 2 power this round. So the fact that we just keep triggering Nightfalls just keeps giving her scaling. Alright, so we didn't have the double attack, but we still have enough damage to still end the first round. GG. Nice. We can go for the Shadestalker. We honestly might cut the card to gain more copies of a card. 2 cuts not bad. We need to get some good 1-drops to trigger our Nightfall before we drop our Diana. A 1-cost card. Might just get it only for that. Rekindler, Monastery, or Solitary Monk. This lets us cut a card. Sure, let's go for Mana Soul. Let's get rid of both of these. We like having multiple Dianas. We need a 1-drop. There we go. Fantastic. The great thing with the Nightmares is we start with the attack token, so we can try to end in the very first round. Here, we're not seeing a Diana with this predict, so we're actually going to skip because we don't really want any of those.
Stay out of my way.
We are going to have a little bit of a rough time with the fact that since we're playing her right away, the enemy will be able to do something to try to stop us. Here, we're going to play a pick a card, make them discard, just because we're about to refill our mana anyways. Because we're about to level.
They tried to blind me with resplendence, but they could not break
The double
me.
Diana is pretty great, though. We're having bad luck not drawing more Pale Cascades, though.
I cannot turn back.
Alright, so we'll be able to attack
I will be heard.
and still putting out enough damage to end turn 1. GG. Let's go for Crackshot Corsair just because a 1 cost. 1 costs are very important to us. I think we'll get rid of the Shade Stalker. While it's not bad, we have a good amount of, like, we have more of this than like anything else in our deck because we picked up a copy of it. We want our deck to be as small as possible, so we're more likely to draw Diana, draw our 1-drops, and then redraw our Diana when we're starting to spam her spell. Alright, let's go for the Dauntless. Yeah, I'll head here. Alright, we have a 1 cost, we have Diana. Let's get rid of both of these. Having a 1 cost unit is better than having a 1 cost like spell. Because by playing this, it actually switches priority over to them. Like, yeah. This is dying, but it really doesn't matter. Because now we can drop our Diana.
I'm actually here.
Our light grows brighter.
Great. We'll use this one to actually use up some mana. That's perfectly fine.
They tried to blind me with resplendence, but they could not break me.
Alright, so we can't really play anything else.
Night
So I
descends.
don't think we're really going to be able to
I will be heard.
end, sadly. We are doing a lot of damage, but we just didn't get lucky with our draws. I mean, yeah, they're going to block.
Your heretic.
But we do now have a pretty massive unit on our board, so it's not too bad. I think we'll drop this first so that we can then get our Nightfall effect off.
Reporting in.
And let's just stun that guy.
Meet destiny.
Alright, we have that regen. They're out of mana, so we should be fine, even though it's a little scary letting our Diana get that low. They do have mana for single combat, and that would be enough to kill our Diana. So that is a little scary. Twisted Fate, we could drop him and try to draw a card, but they can just immediately play a single combat, which is a little worrying, to be honest.
Never lost a fair game. Who has the Serpentine?
Alright. Good thing is, they're idiots. So they didn't use their single combat unless they happen to have another one.
I cannot turn back.
But yeah, we're going to be fine now.
I will be
GG.
heard.
Captain's orders.
Nice.
To the face.
I think we're going to grab the Crescent Guardian here and then end up cutting it. Again, it's a very good card, but we're just trying to refine the deck down as much as possible because we're all about trying to just end turn 1. Let's go to the shop, see if we can get something decent. Game start draw 2 gives us more chance to get what we need. That's not bad. Everything we're looking at is just, does this help our turn 1? Both of these are solid of giving us more 1-drops to play. It is going to fill up our deck a little bit more, but I think it's probably worth it. At least getting one of these. Do we care about the messenger? I don't think we want this, because not only, like, if we play it, we're then creating a bunch of other stuff in our deck, which is going to reduce the chance that we actually draw our champion. So I think getting more copies of this is fine, but I think we'll leave it there. I think we'll bank the gold. Let's go and cut this one. So at 25 cards, not terrible. And let's go for Zoe. I think we'll hold on to Twisted Fate to increase our odds of drawing another copy of Diana. We'll hold on to one of the Heavens Align, but we don't need two. All right, so we could drop this. I think we'll actually go for the Crackshot Corsair, just because if we play this, they can immediately answer because it's focus speed.
Let's get it, crew. Watch them fly back in the stars.
All right, we'll try to drop our
And watch them get really
Diana.
Ill meant by moonlight.
This also means we also have an extra Nightfall card we can play, which is pretty nice.
Cloaked in silver light.
Man, we are having bad luck of not drawing what we need. All right, this will level us. All right, great, a Diana, but we don't have the draw now.
Blind me with resplendence.
Yeah.
But they could not
So we
break
probably should
me.
have used this one a little bit earlier to be able to predict and then draw out exactly what we wanted. So could have made that a little bit better. We can get rid of that one.
I cannot turn back.
All right, so we're not gonna have enough damage to kill or to end, so we'll just do like killing as many of their units as we can.
That's what you have?
So yeah, not having good luck at all. Sometimes you just constantly are drawing the cards you need, other times you're not. Unfortunately, it's just the way it goes. We can drop a Pool Shark and then drop our Pale Cascade.
Our light grows brighter.
So that Scholar is a little worrying, but I mean, this is not really going to help us. Nightfall grants Nightfall allies 1 power. So yeah, that might just kill us. I think we'll drop this because it is fleeting, and we might need some things to play. Yeah. And the bad thing is, with their I Am Inevitable, they're just going to keep scaling. I was going to say open with this for our predict. We don't have the draw, though, but we'll still, yeah, try to make sure we get her. Get a copy of me in hand. That's not too bad. Let's drop this guy. And sure, drop one of these.
Watch them fly back in the stars.
All right, now we're hitting a point where they're just kind of too big for us because these units can all just get blocked out.
You spurn my gift.
So this was the thing with the Nightmares. If we don't end in like the first attack or two, their damage is going to be too much for us. And that is somewhat happening right here.
I'll shoot the wings off a billboard.
Because, yeah, this is going to hurt.
Sapphire, gem of our divine patron. Not in my sights.
I think we're going to wait and drop Diana next round just so that we can get her ephemeral copy. I think we can drop a Twisted Fate. We could get rid of their spell shield, but I think let's go for the draw.
Always up for a round or two as the Serpentine.
And let's go for a pick a card, just so we get some extra cards next round. And I think we can leave it at that. All right, we did not draw any more of our Diana. So that is a little sad. Sure.
They forced us to choose.
So we're gonna try to play some of our other units just because we don't want them to immediately be able to kill us. Sure, we can drop this one here. All right, we'll drop our double Diana.
Within the darkness.
Yours is the light I cherish.
We have like 16 cards left. I'm sure there's a ton of Dianas in our deck, but we're just not finding them.
Let them think it's luck.
Sure, we can drop a pool shark here. We're trying to get some extra damage for our Diana. Just because every time we're dropping one of these units, we are buffing up our Dianas a little bit more, and we really need that right now.
I will be heard.
All right, so we'll attack like this and should be able to end. GG. That was a little rough. All right, mana deposit is an interesting one because giving us more mana back is nice. We can then play some other units, which isn't too bad. Arcane Knowledge can potentially draw out like a Pale Cascade, which is really good. The big thing for mana deposit lets us play other units. But I don't know how much we really care about that. Free attack could be good. It just kind of depends on if we're going to be able to have enough of our extra Dianas to be able to buff her up. Because if they have a big unit and we're throwing Diana into that, she potentially could just immediately die. And we can only buff her during an attack phase if we get more Pale Cascades, which we've been struggling with. That's the one thing that's kind of holding me back on it. I think we're probably still going to go for it. I'm just trying to think through all the possibilities. Arcane Knowledge would be the safe route. I think we'll go for a Quick Strike. We do need to put extra damage down. This does help our OTK potential, but it could backfire and we could just accidentally kill our Diana when we play her. But I think we probably need to go for it. Credit cards cost one less. That would be decent. Stun the strongest enemy. So for one, that would make our Diana cost one less. And then it would also make all of our Pale Cascades that are, like, all the ones that are made from Echoing, they're all going to be created cards. Like, cost reduction is not bad. It could work well if we get Yips. Normally, mana's not really our issue, though. Our issue is just not having Pale Cascades to play. Again, which is kind of... I might reroll, yeah. Yeah, Crush, normally we're going to handle that anyways. Normally, mana's not really the issue. I think let's try to reroll. Bouncing Blades, that's actually solid. This gives us a card we can play every single round to make sure we trigger our Nightfall. So that will be solid. Let's go for a Caretaker. We'll reroll both of these. We don't need to worry about one drops anymore because we have our Dagger. We'll hold on a Twisted Fate, just increase our odds of Diana. Let's actually get rid of that barrier. Alright, so we'll try to drop a Diana here. Okay, they didn't want to bother at all. Let's go for a Heavens Align to try to see if we can get another Diana. We can. Interesting that these are flipped.
Moonlight guide me. They tried to blind me with resplendence, but they could not break me.
All right, got a little lucky there. Nice.
Our light grows brighter.
Okay, got a little bit more lucky. Solid.
I cannot turn back. Face your heretic. I will be heard. Face your heretic.
We're one damage away.
I will be heard.
If we go this way, we're going to do more damage because this one's a smaller target. We were just trying to kill another unit, but okay. GG. Solid. More copies of our Diana. This is massive because this just increases the odds that we draw her, increases the odds that we're then able to draw her again with her spell, and the power riff is nice. This is very, very good. Let's grab that. Go for the item chest. Champion draw and pick a card is solid. Trying to draw more of our Diana. We can grab that. And then let's get rid of the Titanic Wake. We're not going to trigger this on summon. 2 armed gearheads. 2 more units. They would scale up with the augment, so there would be that. So it would give us a little bit of extra damage. It could be helpful. I think let's try to go for glory, though. Let's try to see if we can get something really good. It's fine. It can help our Diana survive, since we're giving her a free attack. And yeah, let's not bother with any of this. Some things that can be fine, but we want our deck to be very concise. Let's go for the champion item, so let's go for Mist Wraith. This isn't bad. Like, it's good and bad at the same time. Like, it's great that we have Diana, and these are all good, but we want more copies of her. I think since we can play her for free, we will stick with it, because we'll have a little bit of extra mana to play with. And okay, drawing multiple Dianas, that is very good. We will drop this for the Nightfall. Alright, then we can drop our Diana.
Cloaked in silver light.
I think let's play this to try to get more copies of our Diana. We do not see her, so we're actually going to skip that one. We could play another one, but pick a card would also help. I think since we're out of the spell mana, let's actually just level first.
Our light rose. The moon is our queen. The night, her kingdom.
Because the mana refill for Hidden Tome is actually so good for us. Let's drop this again, trying to fish for a Diana. There we go. So now we can play another Pale Cascade. We know we're going to get another Diana.
Silver light.
I think let's go for pick a card to see if we can get another Diana. We can. Fantastic. Alright, and we already have more than enough damage to end. They don't have any blockers. We could push more, but this is enough. GG. Fantastic. We'll get the Pool Shark. We'll probably cut this. Fearsome Tough Spirit. I think we're going to go for the Spirit, because any increase in our damage, since we're having those like double attacks, and since we have the Ephemeral Copy, any increase to stats is going to really help. So even though it's not a lot, it's a little bit of Spirit, and then the big thing is getting an extra copy of the champion in our deck. So that'll be good. Let's get rid of this one, just because we have more copies of it. All right, we have 28 cards. 6 of them are Diana. Not too bad. Let's go for Darius. Let's get rid of the Dustbringer. The other 3 are very good. All right, again, we'll open up with the Blade's Edge. All right, those are some pretty big units. We'll drop our Diana. They might block. All right, guess not. Let's open with a Heavens Align, try to find another Diana. There we go. We're trying to really be sure we use up our spell mana, because we're going to get that refilled.
The moon is our queen. The night, her kingdom.
All right, since we got that mana refill, let's try to... All right, we didn't draw our Diana. Also, the good thing is when we level, we also reactivate our Fated, so we can trigger that again. And like, this is giving us the buff. We're buffing up because we're going to play a Nightfall card. Buffing up because of Hextech Fabricator. It's just kind of crazy how many different elements you all have coming together. Don't do that. All right, let's play a Heavens Align. Sure, we're going to have to spend a mana for this one.
No more lies.
We put her there just to use the eye.
Our light grows brighter. Night descends. Face your heritage.
All right, so we could just keep going, but we're already very solid. Let's go ahead and end. GG. All right, that was a lot of fun. It was pretty dangerous because, yeah, if we didn't end in that first round or two, the enemy does just outscale, and it almost lost us one of the games. But Diana's still very fun, very broken, even at just 3 stars. Like, we just pretty easily cleared a 5.5 nightmare. If you don't have stuff to invest in a lot of constellations, trying to pick up Diana is going to be very good. I do think this is probably her best build, but she is pretty versatile, so there's a lot of ways you can play her. Overall, though, very fun.